Hey guys, and welcome to the video. I hope you are all good today. So the topic that I would like to discuss today is going to be weight loss and confidence and weight loss. So I have a lot of people come to me telling me that they'd like to lose weight because they want to be more confident. So can losing weight help you become more confident? That's what I'm going to go over in this video today. And if you stick around to the end, I'll be giving you a chance to register for my free webinar on how to become more confident and the 3-step process I have for gaining confidence in your life. So let's get into the video. So first off, what is confidence? And I like to describe confidence as being able to be totally present in the moment without thoughts coming into your mind about yourself, about food, about the way you look, about what others will be thinking about you, and just being able to be totally focused and immersed in whatever you might be doing, whether it's at the beach, at your wedding, with friends, whatever. So having confidence, not bringing it back to yourself and worrying about something that others may be thinking about you, and being totally able to express yourself and be yourself in the moment. So can losing weight make you more confident? The question we have to ask first is, why are we not confident already? And it's usually because of how we think, how we perceive ourselves, how we think people judge us, what people say, what people do around us, and what goes on up here in relation to that. Now, we don't have control over what people say and people do. However, we have control over how we think, and we have control over what we let in. And usually what we let in is things that we deem important or things we are self-conscious about. So for example, if I said to you, you are terrible at, let's pick something, let's say golf, you might not care because you don't care about golf. It's not important to you. But if I said to you something about maybe your weight, if you were trying to lose weight, then because it's important to you, it affects you differently. So you let it in. There's a nice quote that I like. It actually comes from the Princess Diaries movie, and it goes as follows: "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." So basically that's saying no one can make you feel a certain way without you letting it. So if someone says something or does something and you feel a certain way, then that's you who has let that happen. So it's going on up here. So this is a very important point for what's coming next. So can weight loss make you feel more confident? And the answer is yes, quite often, as a happy accident of basically losing weight and the external validation you can get from that. So when you lose weight, people start to act differently around you, and those judgments and things people say can change. And that, as a byproduct, can make what goes on up here change, right? As a happy accident. You haven't actually changed your mind at all. You haven't changed the way your mind works, but what's going on around you has changed. And the thing with this is, you can't control what's going on around you. All you can control is how you perceive it. And so that has happened. The problem with this is, if you lose weight and you've experienced this new environment, people saying different things, people giving you compliments, number one, you can live in constant fear then of losing that. If you experienced it, what if I lose this? What if I go back to the way it was before? And this creates a mindset of basically desperation, which you may not be aware of, but it can cause a lot of stress, and obviously that doesn't lead to happiness. Number two, things wear off. You get used to things. So whereas in the beginning someone saying something nice to you has a good effect, just like, let's say, drugs, after a while you have to have more and more and more of it to get the same effect. So you seek more validation, and maybe you change your behavior to get more validation. And sometimes this can lead to eating disorders. So people that don't think they are good enough may even get too thin because they have been trying to seek even more validation from people. And of course that doesn't always work. So we have to really consider this in how we are trying to solve the problem. So for me, losing weight is a way of changing how you feel as a happy accident, like coincidentally it comes along with it because of those things that change. However, like I discussed, it's because of how your mind works and what's going on up here. So that's a very, very important thing, because weight loss takes a little while. However, to change your thoughts, to change the way your mind works, it can happen just like that. So, like I said, again, it's a very, very important point, because you can change the way you feel just like that. It's not easy, but it can be done. And that's the route of thinking that I'd like to take in this video. So ask yourself the question and start thinking about it like this. Why do I have to outsource my feelings, my happiness, to other people? So my happiness and my feelings only change for the positive when that person says something nice, or when that person says something good, or when that person acts a certain way around me. That's outsourcing your feelings to someone else. And like I said, you don't have control over that. So it makes you do things that you wouldn't necessarily do to seek out those things from other people, like change your behavior. And the simplest way I can think of straight up is like posting a photo on social media to get some likes. And the problem with that is you seek that validation, and it's that checking. Oh, has someone liked it? Has someone liked it? Yes, they have, or no, they haven't. And it's that dictates how you feel. What we want instead is to be able to internally, rather than externally with other people, internally be able to dictate how we feel. Because if we can do that, we get back the power to actually control our feelings and be able to control our life and control our happiness from within. And being able to do that, you have so much more success. So just to pop in while I'm editing this, so consider this. Do you have thin people that aren't confident? And do you have overweight people that are confident? So what is it that dictates this? It's what goes on up here, isn't it? So consider that. So step number one of how to do this would be know yourself, know who you are, and know how you want to show up in life. You walk into a room, you know how you want to feel, rather than walking into a room and thinking, oh, what are these people thinking about me? What are they going to say? Do they like me? Will they accept me? Having that internally, already knowing people like me, I'm a likable person, I give value, I want to make people feel this way, and this is how I'm going to feel. And instead of those thoughts like, what if, am I going to be accepted? You're focused on what you do want and how you do want to be, and focused on what's going on rather than being accepted. And this is very powerful. Try it. It takes a little while, because rather than letting your brain do what it wants to do, you are deciding for it. And having a decision is very important, because then you can aim for that, right? Just like when you go for a walk, if you don't know what direction you're going to go in, you don't move, right? You need to know which direction you're going in, so you need to know what you want to feel, and that has a very powerful effect. So that is step number one. And actually thinking now, step number two and step number three, I will leave for the webinar, because this video is going to get very long otherwise. So if you would like to register for my webinar, it is down there in the description below, and feel free to register. It's going to happen several times, and comment down below. Do you suffer with lack of confidence? Do you want to be more confident? And what does that mean to you? What does actually confidence mean? What is not being confident stopping you doing? What will you do if you were more confident? Because that is important as well. Confidence on its own is not a goal, because how do you know when you've got it, right? What will you do? What will you get that you haven't got now? So have a little think about that and let me know down there in the comments. So for now, that is it for today, guys. Let me know if you have found this video useful. Like, share, and comment, and I will see you in the next one.